took me 8 years to write it, and everybody turned the piece down, you know, out in Hollywood, I guess we call it. And then I started second-guessing it, you know, thinking maybe it was something that was self-indulgent or whatever, and maybe it wasn't meant to be. And if I still had that bug in me about fighting, which I do, maybe I should just go and just do it again and, you know, get knocked on my ass a few times and get out of my system, you know. But I think it came together, and it was real funny when, after all these years, because by the time the movie comes out, it'll be about 10 years, you know. But it was funny when I was in the trailer the day we started shooting, and they said, "We're ready." And I said, "I need 5 more minutes."
Garfield, Robert Ryan, Kirk Douglas, and Sly Stallone all put on the gloves and stepped in the ring to do bloody battle. But the punches were false, and so was the blood. Enter Mickey Rourke, a real, live, tough guy with a thirst for reality. The 34-year-old actor found it last week in War Memorial Stadium in Fort Lauderdale against a tattooed auto mechanic named Steve Powell. Chris Fowler was at ringside.
Life imitates art, imitates life, imitates art, imitates life, imitates art. Mickey Rourke had fought as an amateur 26 times and an actor in Homeboy, which bypassed theaters and went straight to video. But for 20 years, he dreamed of a real pro fight, throwing and taking real punches, far away from the falseness and pretensions of Hollywood.
This is something I do for myself, and I don't do it for anybody else. I do it for me because it's a time where I could feel like a man. And lots of times in the movie business, you know, you're treated like such a, like something else, you know.
For boxers, real life is sweat boxes like Miami Beach's legendary 5th Street Gym in Rourke's hometown neighborhood.
Over the years, the list of fighters who have trained in this shrine to boxing is incredible. Muhammad Ali, back when he was Cassius Clay, Leonard Duran, Hagler Hearns, Aaron Pryor, Larry Holmes. So we asked folks here how Mickey Rourke's boxing skills stack up with that crowd.
Mickey hits real hard.
He's got a really strong left hand.
He strengthens the box, his right hand.
Kind of sticks his right hand, paws it out, and then all of a sudden he'll hit you with a big left hand, and he's strong.
Not the fastest hands, but when they connect, they can do some damage.
I have seen faster hands, yes.
A surreal circus surrounded Rourke's debut in Fort Lauderdale. Fight folks, showbiz types, and Euro paparazzi, all curious to see if Rourke's tough guy image is for real.
Just because we're actors doesn't mean we can't do things.
Mickey Rourke is not a fighter. He's a hell of an actor. We're going to find out how good a fighter he is tonight.
After 2 decades of pretend, this was Rourke's fantasy realized. For foe Steve Powell, these were his 15 minutes of fame. The local mechanic had split 8 previous pro fights and earned his nickname The Hammer, not for his skill as a puncher, but as a roofer. For 4 rounds, Rourke wrestled, pushed, punched, taunted, and basically beat up Powell. Despite 2 penalty points, Rourke won a unanimous decision, but not many hearts.
Put me out of the ring 2 or 3 times. I mean, that's excuse me. People can say all the they want, but I got the to get up there and do it, so you know.
Tasting the existential truth of boxing, its concrete simplicity, is primarily self-therapy for a man often at odds with the make-believe of movie land.
It's just something I needed to get back to for me.
Good to see you, man.
So maybe I can continue doing the acting.
Sounds like, I mean, the reason you continue the acting is because of those obligations, and if you could, you'd just jump into this full time?
Oh, you bet your ass, yeah, I would, yeah. For the last 3 years, I'm 38 now, been doing the boxing, and it's been hard, but yet what it did was it gave me the discipline to get focused again. Because you have to be focused or you die, you know, I mean, it's as simple as that.
You brought Freddie Roach to L.A.
Yeah.
You know what you did to the world of boxing?
I know what I did to Freddie Roach's pockets.
Freddie, what do you think about it?
Mickey's one of my best friends.
Get a shot.
If it wasn't for Mickey Rourke, I wouldn't be here in Hollywood. He's the one who brought me here.
Did he fight?
Well, you're undefeated. 2 draws.
Undefeated? I would have had losses if I didn't have Freddie, because my training habits weren't that good.
I tell you, well, they weren't at first, but then he learned how to train, get discipline in his life. We went from 210 pounds down to 168.
168 from 210, yeah.
So,
Freddie would slap me in the face. He goes, "You want to go back to acting?" I said, "No." He said, "You get in there and you knock that blank out." I will use the word he used.
All jokes aside, Mickey, would you do a Freddie Roach movie?
Yeah, man. It'll be an honor.
So what would it take to do it?
I got to catch up to Freddie, get his oldest Freddie.
He's not that old.
I know that.
Hopefully, along the way, the system, the studios, will say, okay, Mickey's not crazy. He's not this demon. We'll give him a movie again. I'd like him to do that. I'd like the chance again, because I don't think I'm the monster they make me out to be.